Welcome to an episode of Barman Saturdays, and this week I decided to take a look at Amanda and the Fox. Or to be more honest, I looked at this movie months ago and put off doing a video on it because I wanted to do it as part of a set with some other animal movies, and never got around to watching all the other films, so this just got pushed to the side, unfortunately. But I'm back to talk about it now, and I have multiple things I can complain about, but if you want the short of it, this movie sucks because it's really, really boring. If you want some more detailed complaints, we can start with the cover. This cover makes no sense. Sure, this is the actress in the film. This is not the fox in the movie. This is a red fox. Nice foxes. I like Nick from Zootopia from the few clips I've seen of that film, but the star of this film, as far as the animal goes, is a Russian silver fox. So it looks nothing like this fox, because it has completely different colored fur. And then we have, the background. We got all these open space, well, they live in a town or a city, so there's not this much space anywhere near around her, in the film. So this cover art is meant to look all nice and inviting, and it's basically just lies, okay? Like, geez, and then there's the whole bit down here, fun for the whole family. Don't make me laugh. This isn't fun for anybody. Like, I know the director is going to be like, oh, this is a film for kids, man. You're taking it too seriously. I'm like, I've watched Hero of Color City and had more enjoyment, okay, than I did watching this shitty film. And Hero of Color City is meant for little kids. It's like meant for like toddlers. And it was still more enjoyable. So don't tell me, oh, it's a kid's film, you have to give it a pass. Like no. No, 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 no. Just because your movie's for kids doesn't mean it gets a pass for being shit, okay? That's not how that works. It's sort of like when I saw people trying to defend, that one bad animated movie I watched one time. Gosh darn it. I can't remember its name at the top of my head right now, even though it was one of the worst films I ever watched. It's been so long I'm starting to forget about it. Which is probably a good thing, because it was a good rock to be living under before I watched it. But, yeah, I just can't excuse how boring this film is, like at all. It's just badly paced. And then if we move past, the box art of lies, the film, has the dad get Amanda a turtle. He's like, well, we can't get a dog because I'm not around, and I don't trust you with the responsibility of taking care of a dog. And, the woman I'm dating and your future, mother is, allergic to dogs, so, can't have one because of that, too. Not that he tells, Amanda about that until, like the halfway point of the movie that he's been dating one of his coworkers, and he's gonna marry her, so she has a mother figure again, because, her actual mom passed away, because you gotta throw that in just about every movie ever, right? When it has kids in it. You gotta have at least one dead parent. I don't know why that has to be a thing in so many of these, like, seriously, just why? But, the compromise, he gets her a turtle. Admittedly, I have a soft spot for turtles. Squirtle was the first Pokemon I picked, when I did a run through Pokemon Blue or Red. I forget which version I played with, because we had both, because my brother got one, I got the other, so either or. Squirtle was my first Pokemon I got to level 100, as a level 100 Blastoise named Tommy. So, I like turtles. I liked watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Problem is, this turtle's treated like shit. They put it in a 1-gallon glass bowl with some pebbles, and that's it. It gets no water. Like seriously, no water for your turtle. No UAV lights, either A or B. Like, seriously, who set this up and said it was okay? Like, seriously. Like, if you're gonna have a turtle in the movie, take proper care of it, or don't have it at all. Like, if you're gonna go that way about it, he might as well have got her a pet rock. It would have been cruel, because it wouldn't have even been a living animal, like a mean joke to her for wanting, a Max, because her mom wanted a dream dog, which she wanted to name Max, which is why she constantly, has dreams about her mom. They're talking about Max, and how she has or hasn't found Max yet. Ugh. We then have some incompetent, Russian smugglers. they're meant to be funny because they have lots of slapstick going on for them, and they're really dumb. So we got incompetence and physical comedy, but they suck at both. So they're not very funny. And then people could probably go on rants about how they're caricatures of Russians and how that's not acceptable either. I mean, I'm not going to worry about that too much because, you have to be willing to have some thicker skin for comedy because there's a lot of, jokes that work on inappropriate stuff like stereotypes. I'm kind of used to it. Some would argue that's not appropriate and I shouldn't be that way, but I'm just like, it just comes with the territory usually in my experience, so they were willing to give, the stereotype nature of them a bit of more of a pass if the comedy involving them was actually good. But it's not. It's terrible. And then at the climax of the film, we have a court case over whether Max is going to be put down. The Russian silver fox she finds, floating around her neighborhood. Because the smugglers brought it in, we're going to sell it for money at a place that did fox hunting, I guess. Honestly, I don't want to know the details about that, because I assume, they're the kind of place that does trophy hunting, like in Africa or something that, lets, really rich people come in and shoot an elephant in the face. That's so used to people and is old that doesn't even realize, it should be afraid of the boomstick. The kind of people actual hunters mock, for not being real hunters because they don't actually do anything that involves actual skill. Ugh. So, yeah, that was the Russian smugglers' plan. To make lots of money selling a baby fox, to some hunters. But the court case basically has the prosecutor just basically asking the same question. Do you own the fox? Do you own the fox? Does anyone own the fox?
Mr. Milkins.
Oh, yes. Miss,
Margaret Kavanaugh.
yeah, sure. Do you own the fox?
And everyone's like, well, no. It's Amanda's fox. It's like, really? It's like, do you got paperwork for that? I mean, this is an exotic animal. Well, no. Well, then we gotta put the fox down, That's his entire argument right there. He's like, we not to take the fox away and put, in a wildlife shelter or something. Like, nope, we just gotta kill it. So I hate him for that reason alone, because, the Max the Silver Fox does get this lovable t-shirt. And you can't kill that, because Max is love, Like it's not proper to kill love, you jerk. But, yeah, the court case is just full of shenanigans and completely inappropriate behavior, for how a court would be handled. I imagine the Legal Eagle might have fun picking it apart if it didn't, make him want to pull his hair out. But, yeah, like this is our climax of our film. And then we get to watch the Russian smugglers come in, after the judge about to make his ruling, after Amanda already interrupted his previous ruling. We get lots of interrupted rulings of the judge here. Only for, the Russian smugglers to get clearly smacked down when they admit they smuggled the fox into the country, so they don't actually have ownership of it legally. So, ultimately, Max is sent to, Amanda's mom's animal shelter she'd set up, because apparently those licenses never expire. So Amanda can see Max all the time, because after all, why wouldn't you want to hang out with Max? It's her Max, right? Until next time, then. See ya.
Is that an electric device in my courtroom?
If it pleases the court, Your Honor, I'm Amanda's father and an attorney. May I please question the witness?
Why not? I've ignored every other law, rule, and regulation today. Have at it.